fairly accurate. Some of the
Okay.
things that we have said, it's
Right.
funny. Thank you. Um, we got started in October of 2022, so that was around the time that Richard Allen got arrested, and you know, that was the first case we looked into. I had heard about the Delphi case, earlier on. 2017. Man, when that happened, where was I? I think I was already in. Yeah, I'd already moved out to San Antonio. I had a business, had a lot of things, preoccupied. But I had heard about the down the hill, and I'd seen a couple of things. And a couple of things that I knew was that there was a guy named Keegan Klein and Anthony Schatz, and that there was a guy named Ron Logan. And Ron Logan was just the person that, at the time when I knew anything, was just the person that owned the property. I didn't know much about him, but I'd heard that Keegan Klein got arrested, and because I'm so far away, don't catch much of the news. I wasn't really big into true crime before I got into this. I didn't know that he wasn't arrested for that crime. I thought he was arrested for the murders, to be honest with you.
Mm. Yeah, there was a lot of confusion about a lot of different suspects and people.
Exactly. And so Richard Allen gets arrested. And I told the guys, Blue and Hyman, I was like, dude, I remember this case briefly. I know that there was somebody that said guys down the hill, and that's about the end of it. I thought they found somebody, but apparently not. This seems pretty big. Let's talk about it. And, a lot of the, we were fairly new. That was our first true crime case. And a lot of people liked our content over it and our analysis. And so we ended up kind of taking off from there. But I say all that to say, I felt that they've always had the right guy. Now, if I would have followed this case a lot earlier, I probably would have thought Ron Logan, as well. I probably would have came off of it though pretty quickly, because Bridge Guy in that video, to me, there's a lot of indications that guy's not a tall guy. And so I probably would have gotten off of it, but I understand why a lot of people looked at him. Keegan Klein, I definitely understand why a lot of people looked at him. But when Richard Allen, I got a fresh look at it. And that timeline of him putting himself on that bridge was just too close, man. I mean, there's no way it's not him on the bridge. And, me and the guys, we broke it down. We did a analysis on several people that had walked that trail. Some of them walking the trail to reenact the walk. Some folks were just walking it just to walk the trail. Some of it was, that had nothing to do with the murders. It was just people taking a stroll down the trail. And we were able to get an average time. We increased it by a little bit because, the witnesses there said that the person they saw was moving with a purpose. They weren't